Hey there, Grumpy Old Fart here. Due to YouTube's changing quote-unquote community standards, I created a channel called Grumpy Old Fart over on Rumble, a free speech alternative to YouTube. You can see all of my stuff over there, including my political and social commentary, as well as my current events videos. The links to my YouTube and Rumble channels, as well as links to let you order my books, are in the description of this video. If you enjoy my content, please like, share, subscribe, and comment. I welcome your comments, even if you disagree with me. Now, on with the video. Hey there, Grumpy Old Fart here. I'm still getting over a cold and my voice is kind of wonky, so, bear with me there. I'm doing a Recon the Role-Playing game story. I'm calling it The Lucky Ones. Years ago, I was playing in my friend Earl's Recon game. I was running an Intel RTO specialist, and there were 5 other players. Bobby was running a Pigman Grenadier, Larry was running a Medic Demolition Specialist, Mike was running a Sniper Medic, Edward was running a Point Man Medic, and Dave was running a Medic Heavy Weapon Specialist. As a group, we figured that if we had more than one medic, it would increase our survivability. And it turns out that that was not a bad choice. We were stationed at a fire base in Vietnam, and we shared the base with a number of other recon teams. All those were NPCs, and Earl was good at building suspense. So, here we go. Our squad was headed by a non-player, an NPC sergeant, who was a sniper and point man, and we had an NPC second lieutenant Intel demolition specialist. The sergeant was cool, but the LT figured to return after one tour as a full bird colonel, at least. Earl's dad was a military veteran and told horror stories about lieutenants in the field who were incompetent, didn't know anything, or worse than that, thought they knew everything. And for whatever reason, that stuck with Earl, and he used that theme a lot in his games. And I gotta say, he did it well. They were fun games. Our fire base was near the Ho Chi Minh Trail, and we'd intercepted several bicycle convoys. The intel we'd collected indicated something big was in the works. Our lieutenant figured the VC op was further south, and our job was to continue to intercept as many convoys as possible. I knew that if we did so, evidently the VC would get angry with us and try something against our base. Now, my character was the intel guy, so I tried to explain that, but the LT simply would not listen. We were scheduled to go on a long-range reconnaissance patrol, a LRP, along the Ho Chi Minh Trail. The previous 3 squads sent had been hit pretty good. The last one came back with only 2 survivors. The VC obviously had an operative in our fire base feeding them intel. We tried to tell our lieutenant, but he would not listen. Excuse me. When our time came to head out, our sergeant knew what was going on. He fixed us up with extra bang, lots of extra ammo, medical supplies, other stuff to help us survive. We were probably carrying twice what we should have been, but, you got to do what you got to do, right? We headed out and found the trail. The lieutenant ordered us to camp there and then head north along the route in the morning. Even the sergeant complained at that point. Regardless, the LT gave the orders, and we were duty-bound to follow him. We made camp near a stream. The weather was rainy, and there was no moon. We tried to hide our camp in the greenwood as best as we could, the bushes in the jungle. But anyone on the trail would know something was amiss. We couldn't do a whole lot, In the middle of the night, one of our sentries, Mike, quietly woke us, informing us that a huge convoy was coming down the trail. We immediately took cover and started prepping for an ambush. Our lieutenant stepped out to flag them down. No shit. He stepped out, waving an arm and shouting for them to stop. We all looked at Earl, and he just smiled. The lieutenant immediately went down as the VC opened up. They had outriders which poured fire into our positions from 2 different directions. The sergeant immediately got killed. This left Bobby in command. He ordered a withdrawal while he laid down fire with his M60. We filed back through the undergrowth as Bobby poured on the fire. Suddenly his pig got quiet. We looked at each other and shrugged. Making sure we were locked, cocked, and ready to rock, we headed back for Bobby. We were not going to leave him behind. Long story short, we all got captured. Except for Larry, who slid. He had been lightly wounded, but he slid into the stream to get away. He hid until they left. Then he followed the group who were taking us back north. When they stopped that evening, Larry was able to slip in and free us. We ran all night and made it back to the firebase, or what was left of it. While we were gone on patrol and on our little adventure, the VC had overrun our firebase and killed everyone. We were alive because our idiot lieutenant insisted on taking us out on patrol. Talk about the lucky ones. We hid out until we could flag down a passing chopper. Bobby, Mike, Edward, and I were immediately medevaced to a rear hospital while Larry and Dave were reassigned temporarily to a supply unit in the rear. A month later, we were reunited and sent to another firebase. Wash, rinse, repeat, eh? But that's the life of a soldier in Vietnam. Oh, I loved running in Earl's games. Earl ran the best recon games. It was awesome. I hope this finds everybody well. You folks have a good day, and I hope y'all enjoyed that story. God bless one and all. We elect cookie-cutter politicians every single election cycle. Yes men who maintain the status quo and do just enough to make us believe the system still works. Imagine, if you will, a president who actually tries to fix things. If you like action, political intrigue, and a righteous crusade, check out my political thriller, The Righteous President.